These days, when we think of doing projects for the home, we often turn to those giant home improvement stores to get supplies we need to do it ourselves. But when it comes to landscaping, the folks in this close-up profile offer something those mega stores just can't provide. Hi, I'm Janice Marie with Close Up on America's Business, and we're here today in Staten Island visiting Green Side Up. Now, they're one of the New York area's largest and most reputable garden centers and nurseries. They not only have landscape architects and designers on staff, they offer a selection and service you just can't find anywhere else.
Green Side Up is everything that has to do with gardening and landscape. A landscape is not just plants. It's stone, it's mulches, it's wall items, it's lighting, it's all kinds of settings. And we cover the entire spectrum of landscape planning, installation, and nursery products. From the homeowner planting a single flower in the house to planting an entire park for the state of New York.
Give us some idea of the projects you've worked on.
We've had a lot of high-profile projects. We maintain Governor's Island. We've worked for the state for Queens West, a high-profile project across from the UN. We've built and installed the Chinese Scholars Garden here on Staten Island.
You mentioned earlier that you do something called environmental restoration. Tell us what that is and what's your participation in that?
What environmental restoration is we restore the native landscape of an area that's been damaged by construction. We do a lot of work for the Blue Belt. Blue Belt has anything to do with streams and waterways, sewer projects and construction projects of that nature. They damage the native landscape. We go in there and we restore it. We restore it with the exact native plants that was growing in there originally, from the trees to the woody plants, herbaceous, wetland plants, everything that was there before. And it's an amazing array of flora that grows in a landscape. We are the go-to contractor for every government agency that's there. We work for the U.S. Army, we work for the U.S. Air Force, the U.S. Coast Guard, U.S. Department of Agriculture, New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, New York City Department of Environmental Protection, New York City Department of Design, and Parks and Recreation.
This goes on.
To name a few.
This is a family business, and one of the things we're really proud of is that we interact with the community. We can give them what they want. We're just not giving you your standard shrubs that you would see in other generic stores. We'll go out on the limb for people. You know, we'll do what they want. We'll customize things. We're here to help the community grow. You come in here each season and it's different and it's festive. What we do for Halloween is fabulous. We get rid of all the trees and bushes in the front and we set up a pumpkin patch. And the kids come and they pick their pumpkin, and we have Halloween inflatables and paint a pumpkin. And then we have a haunted house that we set up for the kids during the day, and then at night it transforms for the adults. And we throw actors in there, and we're actually ranked very high in New York in a way of haunted houses.
When you work with Green Side Up, you're getting an outdoor architect. You're getting someone who designs bushes that will look good on your property, that will thrive in the Northeast, and that will bring into play many different colors and textures and forms and shapes, and that you'll be happy to look at every day as you walk past them. If there's any problem, he's there immediately. He replaces bushes that haven't worked out well with no problem. And every time he drives by, he checks out your garden, and sometimes you'll see him pruning a tree without even being asked.
We have a 1-acre site here. It's a very busy site. We turn over the site many times a year. What I mean by turnover is what you see here doesn't stay very long, and we restock not only with different materials, but we also change the operation of the garden center. We have seasonal stuff here for beginning of the year, Easter, Mother's Day. We have summer material in here now, October, pumpkin patch, and we sell Christmas trees. So we have to utilize the site, and we change it constantly. Everything that can be involved in a landscape, we bring these materials in, and the more unusual or nice these materials look in a landscape, the more we stock them.
In addition to the nursery, we have this really great gift shop where I really search all over the country for very unique items. And I try to get a little bit of everything. Mostly things to accent your garden, things for outside, wind chimes, bird baths, well, different kinds of things like that. But what makes it so unique is that if I'm out of something, or if someone says they're looking for a special kind of planter or bird feature, whatever it is, I'll look through my vendors, I'll try to find it for them, I'll take their name and number, and I'll look for it, and I'll tell them I'll get in touch with you, give me a few days, I'll call you back. And most times I can find it, or I can reorder if I'm out of that particular item. And I really go out of my way to please the customers.
I'm very impressed with the work by Green Side Up because they came up with a lot of imaginative ideas for us. It was a big job to do and they fulfilled all our needs. It came out more beautiful than I expected. I would recommend Green Side Up to my friends, family, and neighbors. In fact, my neighbor that just moved in next door, we recommended Green Side Up to them.
Not only do you get our family service, which is very personable, we give you the best material that's available on the market. We give you the best installation. We keep working on it until it's to your satisfaction. I've been passionate about this business since I was a teenager. My first job was gardening. I've learned all about plant material through my bachelor degree in civil engineering. I make sure that every plant selection is the best of that variety, and that's what you'll find here. You'll find the nicest plants any place. Everything here is magnificent plants because I want them at my house.
With great selection and amazing service for all your landscape needs, it's Green Side Up. Reporting from Staten Island for Close Up on America's Business, I'm Janice Marie.